Hi. So, towards the beginning of the pandemic, I made a video called Apocalypse Pottery, in which I used a bunch of bricks to make a little mini wood kiln, and I fired it off with one pot inside it. Since then, I tried a few different kilns. None of them really worked that well, but I kept building. And I've built a new kiln, and I'm going to show it to you now. So here it is. This kiln is a bit bigger than most of the other ones that I've built. I've made quite a few changes into the way that the wood goes in and where the pots go and everything. So here is the main chamber. This is where the pots are going to go. I've got a handful of cups I'm going to try to fire. I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to get in, but you'll notice this slot right down here. So coming over to this side, I've got a door, and the wood goes in there. The wood will be burning right down there, and the flame will come up and then shoot under here up through the chimney. One of the big differences with this chamber is that the walls are double soft brick, so it's very, very well insulated, and of course the flame is going to have really no choice but to go up and over the pots. The air is going to be fed in through here, and then also through the door as an option. I've also got a sort of optional front air hole if I need it, if the ash bed gets too big and I need to sort of burn it down a little bit. That's basically it. So I'm going to load the cups, put the lid on, and then I'm going to cover the whole thing with a clay and sand mixture just to fill in any gaps. So it should be pretty well insulated by the time I'm done. Okay. So here are the cone packs that I'm putting in to see what temperature I'm getting up to. I've got 0, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm shooting for cone 6. All the glazes that I'm using are cone 6, so I want to try to melt those, obviously. And I've left myself some spy holes here so that I can see these cones as they melt. Okay, so here's the first layer. Yeah, just 6 cups, 2 cone packs, one in the front part, one in the back. The fire's going to come right up there, and then I'm just going to put on a shelf and do a second layer. All right, second layer. I got 7 cups in. It's pretty tight, but you know, I think that there's enough room here for the fire to come up and, you know, potentially go over, and then maybe even, you know, shoot around the sides and stuff. We'll see. Now I'm gonna put it on the top. So here's the lid. All it is 2 pieces of half shelf, just broken shelves, and then all the broken pieces of soft brick that I have. So the whole chamber is surrounded by 2 layers of soft brick, and then here on the top it's got those shelves as well. So I'm hoping this is going to be enough to insulate it. Here are my peepholes, so I'll be able to see what's going on in there. And now I'm going to mix up some throwing slip, some slop, slippity slop, and some sand, and then just kind of throw it in all these big giant cracks that you see. All right, and there she is. She ain't pretty, but let's hope she will burn. Well, not the kiln burn, but you know. So here's where the wood's gonna go in. It goes up and through the chamber, and up and out of the chimney. Now I've got a couple of kiln shelves that I'll put over top here to be dampers, to slow down the draw if I need to. And the wood that I'm going to be burning, I've been collecting for quite a while. I've got some wine boxes that I'll be using, some sticks, and some Christmas trees that I picked up off the street. So my plan is to start it Friday morning, nice and slow, and let it just get up to 500, 600 degrees pretty slowly, just by burning some long burning sort of compact logs called biologs, and then throw in some bigger pieces of wood. And then when it Friday night, when it gets to be Friday night, I'm going to kind of hit it hard and just see if I can get it up to temp. No idea how much wood it's going to take, if I've got enough. I have a couple different kinds of wood. I've got wood that burns sort of fast and hot, and wood that burns sort of slow and long. So I got options, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah. All right. Friday morning, just a little bit past 8 o'clock. I'm gonna get my kiln started here, and I'm gonna start it out with these things called biologs that are supposed to burn for 4 hours. I'm just gonna try to bring it up really slow, warm everything up, drive out the moisture, and then bring up everything to somewhere around 500 degrees before I start to push it harder. Alright, it's 4:45 now, and I've been keeping a slow fire going through most of the day. It's starting to kind of build steam a little bit, not literally, but it's starting to build an ash bed. You can see under there the wood is burning pretty fast. It's drawing quite a bit of air. I put the damper on and started to close it off, just to try to get it to slow down a little bit. The wood I'm burning now is like the thicker, heavier kind of wood that burns slower. It's going to really build up a coal bed, and then I'll switch to the other drier, sort of hot burning wood. The color that you see in there is just the flames shooting over. I have no idea how hot it is in there. I've been trying to get slowly past the steam point, and then slowly past like 500, 600. I just didn't want anything to move too quickly, and didn't want the cone packs to explode. But part of the problem with the way I'm firing is that I have kids, and like I'm making dinner and I'm taking care of them. So I'm just trying to get it up slowly and until essentially they go to bed, and then I'm just going to really pump it and try to get it up to cone 6. All right, it's 10 after 6. I got quite a bit of glow going in the kiln. I've just been throwing in chunks of logs. I'll show you what happens when I throw it in. This is a big log from a Christmas tree that I got off the street. Just one of those. Put the door back on. So that right there is a very efficient kiln. So it's flames going all the way up through the chimney, or up through the chamber, down and up through the chimney. A little after 6 o'clock. It's dark now, so you can really see how much light is in there. One of the kiln shelves that I used as a lid is glowing. So I just put some wood in. That's why you see the big flame coming out the top. Yeah. Pretty hot in there. I think I might have put the cone packs too close to the peepholes, but hopefully I can just leave it alone for a bit and stop opening them to check it. My air holes. I didn't even plan this, but here's my air holes down below, and I've got this system of just putting bricks in front of it to block them out. Kids are still awake. They're yelling for me. As soon as they go to sleep, I'm going to start doing more. Hold this. All right, you see what you're recording? Mm-hmm. All right.
I love Papa's camera. Gia, don't play with it.
All right, what do you think of the kiln, Gia?
Good.
Yeah?
But you can't really see it because it's dark.
Here, go back. So, I don't even know if you can see me. It's pretty dark out. There's a full moon. Just sitting by the kiln. Kids are going to bed. It's not my turn to do their bedtime, so that's why I planned to do this firing on tonight. Stars are out. Nice steady flame coming out of the top. Kind of have a lot of that bigger wood to burn down, but I took the damper off just to kind of get a lot of flow going through. Yeah, good Friday night. Okay, I realize that you can't see me, but you're looking at the kiln, and I'm going to put in one log, and I just want you to I just want to show you what happens when I put in one log. One log. So this kiln, because it's so small, is super efficient. I've got cone 03 down, which is about 1900 degrees. I've barely burned anything really. Very small amount of wood. So that flame's going to keep going for another, I don't know, probably like 10 minutes. And then I'll put in another log and just keep going. So I've switched wood. I've switched to the drier small pieces. I think you can see the difference in the flame. So my door design worked pretty good for a while, but it broke. But you know, blessing in disguise. All I did was just stack up some bricks and soft brick up on top, and I've got this big wide opening in the bottom, and I'm just putting wood directly into that, and then that's also my air intake. And then just every time that the flame dies down, I put in another bunch of wood. I'm using the wine boxes that I've been collecting. Yeah, cone 4 looks like it's getting soft, and yeah, I'm just sitting here putting wood in. It's 11 o'clock. Cone 4 is still soft. I have a feeling that the top is a lot hotter than where the cones are, which would make sense. But like I said, cone 4 is soft. I decided to stop with the wood for a bit and just try this gas burner that I've got. It's forced air, just using a hair dryer. Oh, you can't see that, but just thought I'd see if I could get a raise in the temperature, or even just kind of finish it off with this. I feel like it's pretty close, so I'm just gonna see what happens when I run this for a bit. So I'm doing a wood and gas mix now. I'm just throwing in some boards with the burner blowing pretty hard on it, which is causing a real fast flame. A little bit of flame coming out of the door. I'm hoping this will help raise the temperature. I can't really figure out how I can change the flow. I guess I didn't really build in the right kind of damper on this one, but yeah. Let's see what this does. So it's 12:35. I was running the gas for a while, and then I cut it off, but I left the blower running on the wood. Still getting that fast flame. Cone 5 is starting to lay down in the front. You know, the back, it's not really moving, which I don't think is that weird, but it's also, you know, in a weird place. So I'm just gonna fire to the front cones. Try to get 5 to lay down and probably 6 to start moving, and then hit it hard and close it up and finish it off and go to sleep. So I think I found the rhythm of this kiln. It's something I knew before, but I don't know, maybe I forgot it. So I've been stoking like so. One board produces that much flame, and then after the flame dies down on the top is when the temperature rises. And I've almost got 6 down in the front. I'm gonna try to lay it down real flat and then be done. I just smelled a skunk. There's been things running around in the bushes all night. Hopefully I don't get sprayed. Alright, it's 2 a.m. Oh, and the cone 6 was pretty stubborn, but it's down in the front. Just been firing with wood and air. Just did my last stoke. I'm just gonna let it burn out with the air on. The cone 5 is just, it's starting to go down in the back here, but I do know that cone pack is in a weird place, so I think in other spots back there I probably got to temp or close to temp. So I'm just gonna let the stuff burn down nice and hot. I'm gonna seal up the kiln and go to sleep. So it's the next morning. I've just felt the kiln has already cooled off. I think it's just because it's so small it can't hold the heat for that long. I mean, I think it went really well. I mean, I got up to cone 6 on the front for sure. I stopped after I got this cone down because, you know, the back cone pack's in a weird place, and I have a feeling that the top got a lot hotter than the bottom. I figured out how to get the flame to go down. I mean, I just used the damper, and it did make it work. I didn't expect that to happen in such a small kiln, but it worked. The air and wood mixture was ideal, really. It made the wood burn hot, which I learned in my past kilns using a shop vac, but you know, just the hair dryer was making the flame burn much hotter and much faster. And I have no idea what's going on in there. I don't know if the glazes matured, everything could be a failure, who knows. But you know, each time I do these firings, I learn like so much about the kiln, but it's just, you know, it's such like a hard learning process because it took me all day. I started it at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, fired till 2 a.m. So that's a lot. So I'm gonna open it up now. Pretty nice. The wood-fired cup. This one was fired on its side, and look how much it warped. This is one that my daughter glazed. See, I can see that the glaze up top was moving. It's puddled down. It was also fired on its side, puddled down, so it was definitely getting well above cone 6 up top. All right, I'm gonna unload these and I'll show you the results. So just, I'm unloading, and I just wanted to show what I was talking about with this cone pack being in a weird spot. See, it's this cup was actually even farther over. It's right here, blocking the path there, and with the shelf here, it's a really small gap to go in. So it makes sense that the tips of these are starting to get soft, but you know, they're not really moving because all the flame's just going to shoot right down through there, and a lot of it was kind of shooting over the top and down. The cups that were in the back, definitely the glaze is not 100% cured, but some of the other stuff are looking good. Yeah. Okay, so here's all the cups, and my daughter's put poker chips in it. You know, a lot of them came out really nice. Glazes are matured, and there's some ash melted on the glaze. You see the spots underneath where the seashells were holding them up. Slip looks pretty good. The ones in the back, definitely the glaze is not quite matured enough, which is really crazy that there was such a temperature difference in a 1.5 foot of kiln. Here's this one, you can see right by that back cone pack. So I think I could make some adjustments and make it work a little bit more a little bit better. This one was right up front, and I think that this one probably got overcooked a bit. A lot of the bubbling and stuff that you see there. Yeah, these are cups that my kids made that I put in that actually probably came out the best, of course. Came out pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I think overall it was a success. I definitely learned a lot from this kiln, and I can change it to, you know, make some adjustments next time I feel up to firing all day. Yeah, that's it.